The entirety of the Cleveland National Forest resides within a high-risk fireshed. Part of the reason why is because of the 20 million people that live in and around these wildlands. A good portion of those 20 million people across Southern California live in Orange, Riverside, and San Diego counties.
We have a very different fire problem in Southern California than the rest of those landscapes. We have way too much fire in Southern California.
Fire does not know boundaries. We have to try and put the treatments in the best places on the ground to get the best results. And sometimes that means crossing across jurisdictional boundaries, federal, state, local. So we work with the other agencies to try and get the work done collaboratively.
CAL FIRE has been in partnership with the Cleveland National Forest for a long time. This specific location, we've been working together for the past 5 years to achieve different fuel reduction projects in and around the Cleveland National Forest.
So hazardous fuels reduction would be removing any type of fuels or vegetation so they don't contribute to a large wildfire impacting life, property, or resource value. So we do this around communities. We do this to improve forest health. It makes our communities safer. It allows firefighters to have a strategic place to engage, anchor the fire, and then make our attacks on the fire.
The airport fire started in Orange County and quickly spread onto the Cleveland National Forest.
That day was clear, open skies. It did run the night before towards this direction. Limited resources were responding to the area because of the 3 other fires. The wind started picking up around 1:30, 2 o'clock, and started to make a run directly at Los Pinos Center and the hotshot camp.
So when the airport fire impacted our 2 fuel treatments here, the Memorial Fuel Break and the South Main Divide Fuel Break project, with the prior year's thinning and prescribed fire burning that we did, it allowed the intensities to not be so severe and allowed firefighters to actively engage the area safely and keep the fire from going into the communities below us here at Lake Elsinore proper. When we burned this in April, we were still getting flame lengths anywhere from 6 to 12 feet. So based off of footage from the actual airport fire impacting this area, you had flame lengths anywhere from 50 to 200 feet. And when it came across the road and hit our fuel break, it dropped that flame length intensity from, say 50 feet down to 6 or 8 feet. Anything over 8 to 12 feet, it's really hard to have firefighting crews engage with hand tools and hose and water and such. So by changing that characteristic, right, and then bringing those flame lengths down and taking some of that intensity out, that allowed the firefighters to come in and attack the fire.
We've treated this camp multiple years since 2007. The airport fire burned all the way around the treatment with minimal resources needed. We were able to limit the resources at Los Pinos and the hotshot camp to 1 engine, 2 engines with 1 crew, and we're able to save the facilities with what we had. If there was no fuel break here, everything here would have been burned over and not survivable.
If you can imagine, to the west of here, there were some 15,000 acres of black, complete devastation. And to the east of here, another 5,000 acres of complete black and devastation. And yet here, with the efforts of our fuel reduction and our fire suppression crews, we've managed to retain this island of green in this sea of high severity fire.
We do a lot of projects and you don't see this kind of outcome. You don't get to see the fruits of the labor. And in this case, we do. And so it's very rewarding to see and be a part, even though my piece is only one part of the puzzle, having everybody work together to achieve this kind of success.
If we hadn't done these treatments, I truly believe that this fire probably would have went up and over the ridge, all the way down into Lake Elsinore that first night of the fire. But it slowed it. And that's what we want to see with our field breaks, is slow the fire, change the fire behavior, give us a place to actively engage our folks safely and try to stop it there.
Over the course of the last few years, our prescribed fire acreage totals have increased, the amount of mechanical thinning and pile construction have increased. We're actually making a difference, that our efforts over the years, combined with additional influx of funding, have indeed made a tangible result that we can look at and take some pride in.